Hi, Amber and Chris. This is Charles with 7883 SEO. So I spoke with Amber a few days ago during my other company's rail install, and she said that your website needed some help. Sounded like you guys were having a problem getting traffic. So I wanted to shoot you a screencast to show you what would need to be done. I've already looked everything over, but I put this in a format that should be pretty easy to understand for you guys. So right now we're looking at your website. Um, this right here, one of the big factors that we're looking at is content. So Google has an algorithm, and within that algorithm, it goes and it scans all your content. So anything that I'm highlighting, not only your word counts, but keywords for specific fields, things like that. And right now, I mean, I'm not seeing a whole lot. I'm seeing maybe 150, 200 words. Google, for good results, likes to see between 1,000 to 1,500 words. Better results, they like to see 1,500 words on your homepage. Each subsequent page, depending on your competition, could range anywhere from 500 to 750 words. But there's a lot that goes into that, even just the wording. There's keywording, there's other things that need to be linked and things like that. But that's one of the factors that Google takes into consideration and is a major factor for ranking organically. So we're going to go and we're going to take a look at your number one competitor. We're going to look at his front page, Andrew Sodillo. So I can tell right here, he's got a little bit more, but within here, he's got keywords. Something else he's got that, let's go back to your page real quick. So you have a pretty small page, for everything that you offer. It's pretty small. And so we'll click back to your home page. We'll go back to your competitor. He offers quite a bit of stuff. They've got his laid out, which is SEO and the web build. They've got his laid out in bars, and everything's broken down. And the reason that everything's broken down is because each thing you have should have its own page and its own content, because within that you can link your keywords. You can keyword stuff in a way that Google picks that up. And the more content you have, the higher you're going to rank. If you don't have a lot of content, you're not going to go anywhere organically. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull your business up. So right here, right where my cursor is, I've got you pulled up. So this is your Google authority score. You have no authority. Basically right now, what that means is Google does not trust you, period. Your organic search traffic, you have zero. You have nothing. No keywords, no nothing. No paid search traffic, which honestly is not that important, because you can go and get Google ads, but you're going to pay Google ads a ton of money with no guarantee for organics. You'll get traffic, but you're not going to get organic traffic, which is what you need for long-term growth. Zero backlinks. This is also very important over time. You have none. So we're going to pull up your competitor. So you see here, your competitor is more trusted by Google. Okay. And he's got more organic search traffic, and he's got more backlinks. Now within this organic search traffic, if we scroll down, he's got organic words, he's got keywords by intent, he's got competitors, everything that's needed. So I can go in here and I can basically see how much traffic he's getting for all his keywords, for everything he's doing. And there's certain ones, but there's more than this. There are more competitors that do this. And honestly, for what you do, there's a ton of keywords. So from there, the next thing I want to do is I want to go up to, that's your website, I want to go over to Whitespark. So this is another program that we use, and this is something else that's important. We call them citations. So basically what a citation is NAP for short. It's an acronym: name, address, and phone number. So now within this, some of these can be considered backlinks. So for you, I'm looking at you right now, you have 10 citations. Excel Medicine has 10. But the big important thing here is not all citations, not all links, not all backlinks are created equal. So if we click in, I should be able to see his, but it's not giving it to me. Let me go back. So opportunities, this is where the opportunities lay. Okay, so there's opportunities here. There's a list. Okay, now if we click on and go back to you, you've got 96 opportunities. But if we click on your citations and then we go to your citations, we can do the same thing. We can see where you're at. We can also see where your competitor is at. So I can click on his and I can go down and click on his. So one of the things that SEO does is we are able to see all this information. So we can tailor an approach to go in creating backlinks through citations and backlinks to other places with relevance, whether that's with blogs, whether that's with a paid ad with a paid guest speaker, reference pages, things of that nature. I want to go back and so I hope that you understand that this is an opportunity. So if we go back to Andrew Cedillo, oh, I've got him on both pages. Let me pull him up real quick. For some reason, that didn't do it. So let me pull his link up again. I'm going to redrop him in. Now this program that I have costs me about $500 a month. And so it's pretty expensive, but it gives you a lot of tools. Okay, so his organic search traffic, is important. You can see everything like that. Yeah, so plan of attack. Keywords are important, and your keywords are important, and your citations are important within. So let's just say now his backlinks aren't showing up for some reason, which is kind of what stopped me there for a minute, because he had backlinks earlier on his screening. But let's just say, yeah, because I reset it. So let me rerun him and see if it does it. It didn't do it. Sorry, we're having malfunctions here. There's his backlinks. So within here, we can see how many backlinks he has. Maybe not. Overview. Maybe not. Okay, let me run him back again. Okay, so I can go in and I can see referring domains. Now the reason this is important, and I spoke about this earlier, is because that not all backlinks are created equal. Now for some reason it's not pulling it up. We're having an issue here. Okay. Now with him, we can see 9 referring domains. We can see that his authority score is much higher. We can see how many visits that these links are creating and how many backlinks he's got. Within those backlinks, we can see the amount of keywords that can be used and how they rank and how easy they rank. So the greener they are, obviously they're easier to rank, but sometimes the keywords are too strong. So basically this allows us to go in, isolate and identify what needs to be done and how to do it. And so I hope that this gave you, an idea of what you need to do. Because honestly, I mean, in order to, this guy's got, I don't even know how many pages. I mean, 5, 6, we'll call that probably 26. I know you're not doing quite this much, but this guy's probably got close to 40 or 50 pages. Now, for what you're doing within the child psychiatry realm, there are still sub-realms or sub-niches. All those can be broken down, and that's important for your content. They should all have their own pages. They all need to be SEO'd, which is the keywords and a bunch of other things, optimization, things of that nature. And so I'm just trying to give you a in-depth look at what you would need to get this done. If you're interested, then we can talk after this. We can do a follow-up and see what you're looking for directionally. SEO is a longer-term solution. It usually takes 6 to 12 months to begin ranking organically. There's a lot that goes into that. Google's algorithm really takes its time on scanning and ranking all of that, but there are some short-term things that can be done, such as, GMB, so Google My Business. I noticed that you had that you work in Denver. I don't know if you work all along the Front Range or if that's something you would entertain, but if those are things you do, essentially with a website, you need to have what they call, so if you do work in Denver and you know that that's one of the places you do, you need a city page, you need a landing page. That should be its own page within the website that has its own specifics. That way you can rank organically. Now, GMB, you're not going to get a GMB ranking, which is your map pack that shows at the top of a Google search. You're not going to get that in Denver unless you have a physical location that you can type an address into. But through SEO and keywords and linking and things of that nature, you can get ranking organically in other cities, wherever you wanted to entertain. So let's say, you were doing, Colorado Springs, Denver, Fort Collins, Pueblo, things like that. Those could individually have all their own pages that all link back to your website, which has much more information. And that's what should be here, is more information, and you're lacking a lot of it. So hopefully this gave you a more in-depth look. I can follow up with you guys here in a couple of days, or if you guys want to reach out to me, then you can, and we can go from there. We can try to set you some goals. If you're interested, I can do up a scope of work, but of course we would need to meet first to see what your ideals are, to see what your goals are, short-term and long-term, and we can build a package around that. So hopefully this helped give you an in-depth look. And if you got more questions, please feel free to reach out. All right, you guys have a great day.